entrepreneur. But like, didn't you drop out of school? Like, you didn't drop out, but you never really like finished. You wasn't.
Oh, I dropped out, but
You went back and done it. But see, somebody would look at you.
I had to go back and clean it all up, and eventually went to Harvard Business School.
See, that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, so,
you know what I'm saying? So we look at people.
some
They
people
say,
may think,
"Oh, I made a mistake. I stopped. If I did this, I can't done. I'm done."
Right.
But
right.
what I think your story and Pebbles' story tells people is that it's not just what you do, is the fact that you line up your ducks in order.
Yes.
You know, you said you went to Harvard Business School. Yes, you did. You know, the fact that you were in a band. So when you talk about music, you're not talking about it because you don't know it.
Correct.
You're talking about it because you know it.
Right.
You know, you were with Babyface. You were writing songs. So you understand from the writer, from the artist, you understand the struggle, from being broke and having nothing to get to where you are. So you know all the pitfalls, and I think that's good. And
Yes.
and you know, Pebbles, you could have been a fashion model and not even been in the music industry,
No,
and still, you know what I'm saying? I know.
This lady, let me tell you, if there's anyone that can truly be credited with this major growth of the Atlanta music scene, it would absolutely
be her.
It would be her, without question.
And I want to tell that
Without
story.
question. Like many of the people that still work for me today are people she introduced me to.
Everybody in
Right?
this industry, in this city.
And so much came from that. Whether it was Outkast, that if you put the connection together, she introduced me to Rico Wade. Rico Wade brings Outkast, and they become, you know,
who they are.
Phenomenon or TLC, right? Or Whip Appeal for Babyface. We know Babyface is an amazing writer, but you know whose idea that was.
Wow.
Whip Appeal came from those lips.
How about that?
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Our
so many things that really are relevant and culturally relevant, right, to the growth of the scene that we now know as the Atlanta music scene.
And
came from right there.
And I do want to tell you, she is TLC. That's it right there. But I want to say one more credit real quick, and then I'm going to play a new song. Here's something that one of the best things I remember was the first interview you and I did, LA, when you had taken over, you know, at Def Jam, and people said you aren't hip hop enough, and we talked about that, and you were like, well, what is hip hop? You know, you was like, what is hip hop? But then again, you turn around and you put out Outkast album, which wins album of the year for 10 million songs. And you said, now you want to argue with me about what is hip hop? And I just wanted to say, okay, you know, the term shut it down. Okay, you shut it down.
My man.
And then when we were in New York, you remember when we were in New York and Jay-Z did the concert at Radio City?
Right.
And you were sitting behind me. You said, you ain't seen nothing yet, Frank. Watch this. Remember, Nina? Sitting right behind you, said, watch it. Now, you took Jay to that level. I mean, so I give you the credit, man.
It's my friend. You know what? I've been very blessed to have great artists in my life and have a great family. So you know, it's all the blessings, you know. And I really don't take the credit for it. I know that I'm here for a reason. I'm just doing my job.
Okay. You know? Well, let me play this new song real quick. Def Jam's newest artist,
Jeremiah
from Chicago. This guy is gonna be next.
And it's called Birthday Sex.
All right, let's hear it. Come on with it. Yeah, close your ears, Pebbles.